Good morning, friends. We from Seth Ranglal Kothari Government PG College, Rajsamand, in favor of BSc second year. Zoology, paper first vertebrates from the units third. We study today the Calotis type study. Among this topic, under this topic, today we study the venous system of the Calotus. This topic is presented before you by me, Prem Singh Johan, Associate Professor in Zoology. The venous system of the Calotus is formed from the veins. As we know, oxygenated blood supplies to the tissue through the arteries, and from the tissue after the metabolism production of the carbon dioxide takes place, and these carbon dioxides and other metabolites degraded excretory waste products poured into the blood, which collected by the bloods and brought to the heart again by the veins. So, as we can say that deoxygenated blood from the different part of the body is brought back to the heart by means of veins except the pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein which carries oxygenated blood. The veins run parallel to the arteries, appears dark, and in position they are superficial to the arteries. The central meeting arena of the all veins in the body is the sinus venosus. Sinus venosus, as we explained earlier, is an triangular structure, and its two base angles receive left and right precavals. Perceivals, whilst the apex receive a single post caval. Before going into the whole text, a look at the diagram of the venous system of the Calotus. Anteriorly, there are two veins, internal jugular and external jugular. Then they combines with the subclavian vein and forms precavals of the sinus venosus. At the posterior sides, caudal veins along with the renal portal vein, femoral vein, sciatic veins and pelvic veins forms an epigastric veins which pour blood into the liver. And efferent renal veins, genital veins pour their blood into the liver. From the liver, both system starts as the capillary forming the hepatic portal veins, and they pour their blood into the post caval, and from the precavals and post caval heart goes into this heart. So it says that each precaval veins has formed the union of three veins. These three veins are the external jugular, which brings back blood from the floor of the mouth and tongue, the internal jugular veins, which drains blood from the brain, and the subclavian veins, which draws blood from the forelimb. The right precavals gets an azygous vein. The postcaval is constituted by the large median vein, which is formed by the union of right and left efferent renal veins, emerging from two kidneys. Genital veins joins the left and right efferent veins before their union. A pair of stout but short hepatic veins joins the medial postcaval before its entry into the sinus venosus. A median caudal vein carries blood from the tail region. The caudal region ultimately bifurcates into the two veins, which enters into the kidneys, and each vein gives rise to the renal portal vein to the kidney, and the pelvic veins which receives femoral and sciatic veins from the limbs. The pelvic veins unite to form a median epigastric and anterior abdominal veins which ultimately opens into the left liver. The anterior abdominal vein and postcavals are free of each other except through the renal portal in the kidney. The blood from the visceral organs, stomach, intestine, pancreas enters into the left lobe of liver by the hepatic portal vein. In calotus, both the renal portal system and the hepatic portal system are present. These systems have got many advantages and fulfill the demands of second set of capillaries through which blood must flow. The organisms having such a portal system are always provided with double supplies of the blood, arterial and venous. Pulmonary venous circuit comprise pulmonary veins. From each lungs, two pulmonary veins carry blood to the heart. Of these veins, one comes out from the anterior part, while the other comes from the posterior part of the lung near the left auricle. All these four branches unites and open into the left auricle. The pulmonary veins brings oxygenated blood to the heart from the lung. Diagrammatic representation of disposition of pulmonary veins have been shown in this diagram. Right anterior pulmonary and left anterior pulmonary veins, and right posterior pulmonary veins and left posterior pulmonary veins joins and pour their blood into the postcavals, which pour their blood into the left auricle. At the last, it says that the lymphatic system is highly developed. The main lymphatic trunk becomes divided and enters into the precaval veins. Lymph heart are also present in the calotus. Assignment: describe the venous system of the calotus with level diagram. Explain the lymphatic system of the calotus. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day.